That is all refreshed and everything's working good now. Well, guess we'll see here in a second. That is all refreshed and everything's working good now. We'll guess. Okay, looks like it's working good over there. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this so you guys can see it on Instagram. This is what I'm trimming up right now. I just trimmed this nice little bit up, the Glueberry OG. I'm gonna post that over on Instagram right now. How come that doesn't post as a? Well, let me see something. Just curious why this isn't posting as an actual link. Twitch.tv/growpotcheaply. Huh, okay. And I'm going to share that on Instagram, so if you guys want to see a picture of that, just took a picture of it. I'll show it over here too in a second. In fact, I'm going to update that now. We'll go over here, and we'll go like this. Instagram, growpotcheaply. And so this is the picture I just took. And voila, that is the Glueberry OG. And I'm going to try this one more time, I think, on YouTube again. I'm going to go and erase that other video. Make sure. I want to make sure first that's working though before I try that. Looks like everything's working good now. Cool. Yeah, it looks like everything's working good. I don't see any dropout or anything. So, what's my overall status here? It used to show me my overall status down here. Let me see where do I have to click on stuff. Okay, like that. Drop frame 0. Everything looks good. Okay. Cool. Looks like everything's streaming good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go to YouTube now and get everyone over here and we'll get this started. We'll get this party started. Retry. Alright, cool. Let's try this one more time here. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. Alright, cool. Live stream now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be finishing. I'm going to answer some questions and stuff if we got any. I'll be trimming up this Glueberry OG, get that out of the way. Got the bag, everything there. Cool. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And then if you guys want, we can do some marble racing in a little bit. And if anyone hasn't got a chance to win a book yet, we can do a book giveaway on one of them. So let me see if I can figure out how to stream this correctly on YouTube now, just so people know that I'm live. Let's try this one more time. Make sure I'm on the right channel, which I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I'm on the right channel. Live questions. Oh wait, hold on. Live growing questions. There we go. I think that'll work. Live, come on. Live growing questions. And Glueberry. Public, location, all that looks good. Cool. Getting this done. Welcome in. Welcome back. A Vapel, or the Apple, I remember. Nick, what's up? Advice for when one auto finishes 1 to 2 weeks ahead of the other. Just cut it. Just cut that one down and trim her up while the other ones finish out. Alright, so I think this is looking good. How do I do the retake thumbnail? Hey, thanks for the follow there, Mistaken. Why is YouTube so weird now? Like it only wants to let you get like a little bit of the screen on the live camera. I don't get that. Oh well. Just using it to let people know that I'm live, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, hold on. How do I change that? Well, I guess I'll see what happens. Alright, cool. So hey, this guy's okay. Now I got everything working again. We're right here. We're live on Twitch. So please come on over to Twitch and we can do a live show. We're going to do some book giveaways maybe. We'll do some marble racing with some book giveaways. If this video is still live on YouTube, it means that I'm still live on Twitch. So come follow me on Twitch. Again, that is twitch.tv/growpotcheaply. That's it. I'll be putting the link in the description of this video, so also stay tuned for that. I'm going to go off on this, and then I'm going to put it on I'll put the link on there. So anyway, all right, guys, see you guys over there. Please jump on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/growpotcheaply. See you guys in a little bit. And then, cool. All right, cool. Looks like everything is working again. We got it streaming. So yeah, please go ahead and leave your questions. If you have any questions, do it with the 3 @ symbols. And yeah, so as I was saying before, is don't want to let your seedlings go too long. So we basically, I should have like kept reminding her to do it, and so I didn't. I reminded her one time, like, hey, we need to take those seeds down today, and then she just forgot, and then I forgot to remind her that we needed to do that. So they went 7 days instead of the 3 to 4 days is how long you want to go, and so the ends kind of dried out, and they would still grow, but I know that it's going to cause too much stress, and I know that they're not going to go to their full potential, and so I just started the seeds over again. I had all the same seeds except for one. I didn't have Aphrodita, so I changed that to New York City Diesel basically. So by Advanced Seeds, now we'll have an auto New York City Diesel instead of Aphrodita. All right, so I'm going back to YouTube really quick here, and I'm going to refresh. I just want to let everyone know with that video and put the link in there so people know where to go. See what happens. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to put the link in here. If you see this, then I am live now on Twitch. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. That's what we're here to do. Hold on, let me get this link over here. And put it over here. Cool. Getting it going. I should probably just show you guys what I'm doing, huh? That way you're not just watching nothing. So I'll just put this over here. And then I'm going to share this. And we're going to go ahead and go to create post. And bam, and bam. Now, I might as well share it on Facebook too. I don't know if anyone even follows me on Facebook though. But I guess I'll put it on Facebook. What the hell? If you want to follow a lot of the stuff I do, Facebook is a good place to follow me. Because I do my art stuff, my video game stuff. I post all the different stuff that I'm doing. So if you want to just keep up to date on everything I do, that's an easy way to do that. Alright, cool. So there we go. Got that shared. Back to this is the actual picture of what we're working on right now. So this is the New York City Diesel. This is the picture I just took a little bit ago of this bud right here. That is the New York City Diesel. Oh, sorry, what am I thinking about? That's the Glueberry OG by Dutch Passion. Sorry. Get my thoughts crossed up here. Alright, cool. Got everything, all the stuff sent out now. Can it be hung in the tent with the auto that's not finished yet, or does it need to? No, you can put it in the light if you want to. I mean, a lot of people do like to dry in the dark. I typically dry in a more like not dark, but in here, and typically this light's not on. But you know, I turn this light on, and hey, what's up, Easy Rollin'? Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. And also Mickstaken, thanks for the follow too. But yeah, so I haven't really noticed a difference when there's light or not, honestly. So I don't worry about it no more. But I guess ideally, if I really wanted to have it dark, I'd put it in a dark place. But I just do it honestly. I hang it right here in my living room. Just bam, bam. There's 2 hooks right there. That's where I hang most of my stuff. I hang some other stuff in the back room, and that doesn't stay dark either. So I don't typically do it in the dark. You don't want like really like intense light on it. So make sure it's like above the lights or something. I don't know. It shouldn't be a big deal though, I don't think. If you're really worried about it though, you can always start the drying process in a room in your house where it stays more dark. It doesn't have to be like dark, but where it stays less light, less intense light. And if you do that, what I would do is actually in your house anywhere actually, because the humidity in your house is probably really good anyway, and that's going to give you kind of a slower dry. So just let it kind of slower dry until the other ones are ready, and then if you want to put it in the tent after that, you can. But yeah, so slow dry usually equals good dry anyway. Alright, pop 4 autos. Should I top or not top? I would not top autos personally. I think you'll get better results if you just do like the bowl training to them. And you can either do the ponytailing, which takes a lot more time and effort, or just bend it over in the beginning. So that's what we've been doing lately. You just take the top and just, once they're about, this tall, about 8 inches tall or so, just take the top and bend her over, and that will make it all start bushing out. And then you just start bulb training from there, and you get a nice big fat bushy plant. I found that to be a lot easier than doing the ponytailing, and it works just as good. But if you do want to top for whatever reason, I would top after there's like 5 nodes, 5 or 6 nodes, and then top. Every time you bend an indica, you break them. So to prevent breaking them, when they're really young, they shouldn't break because they're really pliable. So if you start bending it when it's really young, it should be fine. But if for some reason it's still breaking for some reason on you, just really take your time. Like I'll use my fingernail file because I don't have anything else around me. But put it between your fingers like this. So see, I have my 2 fingers like that. That's the branch. And take your thumb, see my thumb right here, right behind it, and just kind of push like this. Hold on, there you go. Push forward like that. See how I'm pushing forward with my thumb? And then work your way up the branch like that. Just keep, boom, like that. Work your way up the branch, and just keep really, just take your time with it. Don't go too fast, and just really try to get it pliable. I can actually take a bamboo stick, about like this thick, right, about the size of my thumb. I can take a bamboo stick the size of my thumb, and using the same technique but with my hands like this, and I can just keep working up and down that bamboo stick, and I can make the bamboo stick arch. And it takes a little bit of time, like about 3 to 5 minutes. But when I'm done, I have this big old arch on a bamboo stick, and that's a hard bamboo stick, not a living bamboo stick, one that's already been dried out. You buy at the store, and I can make that have a nice warp in it. So you can definitely do it to marijuana without breaking it. Yeah, if you have to, you can always monster crop and just pinch the shit out of it really hard and then bend it over. You can always do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop these in here. So here's 2 branches right here off the Glueberry OG. So this is how we put them in the paper sack. So after they're all like hung dried, when they go in the paper sack, they go in like this. So they're still attached to pretty big branches. And that way they still have, there's still a little bit of moisture in these big, like see how that snapped? But there's still a little bit of moisture in these big branches, barely any at all. These snap pretty easily. See that? They snap pretty easily. But this to me is perfect. And notice the buds aren't super crunchy hard. They're like almost perfect. They might be a little bit over dry, but they'll get that humidity back just by being out in this open air. So I don't really worry about the fact that they're a little bit maybe on the over dry side. It's not a big deal to me. I'm cool with that because in the end they're going to be awesome. And this smells absolutely amazing. Like, okay, the duck smelled good, but this, it's like pure, just like berry fruit. There's hardly any weed smell. I'm sure there's weed smell. Like to someone that doesn't grow, someone that's not used to the weed smell, they will probably smell weed. I'm so used to the weed smell that I don't smell that. I just smell the main smell to it. And it's just a nice berry smell. It's not citrusy at all. It's just straight berry. Yep. There's a reason why this is called Glueberry, because it really does smell like berries. Super fruity. There's maybe a little bit of tang. Just a little bit, but mostly just nice, soft berry smell. Just absolutely amazing. So looking forward to the review on this one. I'm curious if that's going to translate into a nice taste, nice flavor. So if your plants are getting burned, yeah, if your plants are getting burned, it's not because you're watering every day. It's because you're watering with too much nutrients. So just use less nutrients. Yeah, watering every day is like, for example, I water every day. Actually, we water 3 times a day on a drip system mostly. And as long as you're using a low enough ppm, then you're just replacing the nutrients that are already there with new nutrients. So it's washing out the old nutrients and replacing new nutrients. Make sure you're watering until runoff, because if you're not watering until runoff, you're going to get salt buildup, and then that will burn your plants. So make sure to water every day to runoff. For the first 10 days, no, you don't water to runoff. You just water it just enough to keep the rock wool moist. But after that, you want to water every day to runoff. That runoff is super important, because if you're not getting runoff, then that old nutrients are sitting in the cocoa and they're building up. Also, don't let the cocoa dry out, because that will also get salt buildup. Because what happens is if you let that cocoa dry out, if you're not watering enough and it dries out, all that nutrients dries out into the cocoa, and it makes it that much harder to rinse out. So when you do go water to runoff, some of that the water might just knock right by the dry parts and not saturate enough and not pull the nutrients through. So you start getting salt buildup. So there's two main things to do with my system. One, water enough so that the cocoa never dries out, and make sure you water every day to runoff. If you do that, you're not and water with the proper amount of ppms. Yeah, everything will be smooth. I know you're big on autos, but could you go over that perpetual grow for a 4x4 with photos? Yeah, so the idea is the same as if you're doing autos all in one room. The difference is you want to have two rooms, because you need to have one for vegging and stuff like that, for the vegging and cloning. And for clones and seedlings, all you need is a small part of your veg room, and then the most of your veg room is going to be for your actual vegging plants. And so you want one tent or one room, however you want to do it, for your clones vegging area, and just keep that under 18.6. You can use fluorescent lights. You don't need a whole lot of light. Matter of fact, for the clones and seedlings, I'd probably use T5s or something, because you don't want them to grow too fast anyway, because you want to make sure, unless you're going to be rotating a lot of plants, and you'll get the hang of how often you need to rotate your plants into the flower room. Whether you have one or two flower rooms also makes a difference how fast you want to veg. If you only have one flower room, I'd probably want to veg slower, so make sure you can rotate out the way you want to. And then you can just set up how you want to do it. So if you wanted to do something similar where you're harvesting every month, then you would have two stages inside your veg room where you have, these are a month old or something, these are 2 months old. So these ones are ready to go in the flower room, and then these ones transfer here, and then those ones transfer here, then those ones transfer in the flower room. So every month you're switching plants. And so the idea is exactly the same. Your station's in your veg room, and then you have your flower room for your final station. And you just keep rotating from veg room to flower room like that. And the flower room, of course, is 12-12. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Let me know if that makes sense, Easy Roland. Harvested my first white widow 2 weeks ago. Decided to try some, and I'm in love. Takes the pine with a little fruit. Great buzz. Nice. Yeah, white widow's a nice old school strain. A lot of people dig that one. Do you order from World Queen Seeds to your state? No, I don't. You can try something like, Herbie Seeds, GYO Seeds, and check your local laws and stuff, because they're just souvenirs. That's how they sell them. I have to word myself carefully, because, yeah. So just use your brain a little bit, and yeah, you will figure it out. So with my fingernails, I'm just kind of pinching off some of these drier leaves that I didn't get to when I did the hair cutting. I'm not going to make it perfect trim like I did the one for the photo, because we're going to just be, well, she's going to just be turning this into rosin pressing anyway. So it's not a big deal. That it doesn't have to look bag perfect. Like if there's a little leaf sticking out right there, it's not a big deal. It's nice and frosty. That's going to make some nice rosin, so this saves time. If I use bone meal, seaweed, soil blast, and Epsom salt, will I have all the newts I need? Well, first off, if you're going to do that, I would recommend growing organically. So definitely, it sounds like that's what you want to do, because you have the microbes and everything in there. I don't know, I think bone meal might have enough calcium and magnesium. One thing with organic that's always lacking is CalMag. So I recommend adding CalMag like every other day. When you water, or every time you water, just add a little bit of CalMag. And I would just buy some liquid organic CalMag. General Hydroponics has a liquid organic CalMag. That's nice. You can always try to use a little bit of Lagbonite. So Lagbonite has a lot of PK, but I also think it has a lot of CalMag, I believe. Well, Epsom salts has your magnesium in there because of magnesium sulfate, but you're still going to be missing calcium. And I think bone meal has some calcium in it, but I would recommend adding more. So one way to do that, I believe Lagbonite, it's a high PK, so it's really good for flour anyway, but also it should have that extra calcium in there and also extra magnesium in there. But you're using Epsom salt, so that's not mainly the main thing is that calcium. You want to make sure to get that. You can also, if you want slow release calcium, you can always crush up eggshells, and that will give you a slow release of calcium over time. But I always buy the liquid CalMag, and if I'm doing organic, then I just buy the organic kind. But those are other ways to get it. I've been getting seeds from New 420 Guy Seeds. I don't know what that is, so I never seen it. A good way to, if you want to make sure something's legit, an easy way to do it is go to 420magazine.com. I'm a sponsor there, so my Perfect Sun LED lights are being sponsored there. But yeah, it's a really cool site. It's one of the only sites, I think it is the only site right now that I'm actually active on with my grow journals and stuff. I need to actually start another one for this new grow, but yeah, 420magazine.com, go to sponsored section, and then check out the different seed companies that are being sponsored there. All those seed companies are legit. They don't put like illegit stuff on their site. Hey, what's up, Red? This one has a couple leaves I wanted to take off of it. This one actually is really nice looking. Really nice structure to this one. Make it look all pretty. Yeah, it's a nice one. Super nice. It's like nice and filled in everywhere. There's not very many gaps in it. I like that. Super nice and dense too. This came out really dense. Again, this is Glueberry OG by Dutch Passion. Auto Glueberry OG by Dutch Passion. Ah, so much berry. Look at how hard this is. Look, I'm straining, I'm pushing. Look at that. I'm squeezing. Wow, I'd have to to break that. I think I'd have to squeeze it super hard. So part of getting dense buds, I've talked about this before, is you want to make sure that you have a low enough humidity, because if your humidity goes over 55, the plant tries to survive that humidity by opening up its buds so that there's more airflow. And so if you want to keep those buds super compact and tight, keep your humidity below 55 or at 55 or below during flower. Also, try to keep your temperatures cool too. You don't want to get too hot. If you start going over 80, then the plants also want to open up to try to survive the heat. So to prevent that from happening, just keep your temperatures below 80 during flower and keep your humidity below 55 during flower, and everything will be good. And as long as the strain is capable of it, you'll get nice rock hard buds. Another thing, make sure to use a PK booster. Super important. I use it 3 times during the grow cycle. Once when the buds are starting to develop, another time halfway through. Wow, that bud is solid. And that was a smaller bud. Another halfway through, that is, it was lower down the branch, so farther away from the light, and it's still solid. Another one halfway through flower, another one toward the end of flower, like 3 weeks before they're done. And I usually do it for like 7 days, anywhere from like 4 to 7 days at a time. That's how long I feed the PK booster for. The PK booster I use, because it's higher in potassium than phosphorus, is Psycho Platinum's Potash is what I use. Ain't no problem. Not a problem. Man, Bear, Pig. I love South Park. Great show. Waiting for the new season to come out. A lot of new seasons I'm waiting for. I don't like that all these shows, like, they they're like, I wish they would stagger the times. You know, they all seem to like go off at the same time. So I've been waiting for South Park, waiting for Bob's Burgers, waiting for Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is what I'm waiting for most of all. Rick and Morty is coming out in November, so that's great. What's the other new show called? Smash Mouth or something like that? Waiting for that one too. So these bags typically will hold like anywhere from 5 to 6 ounces when they're fully full. The gallon Ziploc bags. Yeah, no problem. Red. See, Easy says, what temp should be at Canopy? So I like my temp at Canopy to be about 78 degrees. And that includes with LED and CO2. Remember that, I grow CO2 and LEDs. I know there's all this talk out there, you can grow hot. Yeah, you can technically grow hot with CO2, but you're still going to get more fluffy buds. So if you want the dense buds, try to stay at 78 degrees at Canopy. Try not to let your room go above 80. Getting some more branches over here. Got some of these smaller branches too. Come on. Come on. There we go. Is 35% relative humidity too low? That is a little bit low. You might stress the plant out a little bit. I would try to get that up to 40 if you can. So if you know, it's really easy actually. All you have to do is just, the plants will raise the humidity on their own if you just stop moving air in and out of the tent so much. So if you're moving air, you're not doing a closed system like I do. If you're doing a closed system, just turn your AC up more, or turn your dehumidifier down. If you're moving air with fans like inline fans, and just turn your fan speed down. Jazzy says, I'm using dry nutrients time release. Can you still use another dry nutrients on that? You can if you needed, like, you know, a little boost of something. So you want to make sure you don't overdo whatever's in that time release, but yeah, so you can do that. Especially if it's organic, it's really hard to overdo organics. If it's synthetic, then you can overdo synthetics pretty easily. Honestly, if you're growing synthetically, I would just I wouldn't do time release anything. If you're growing synthetic, just do hydroponics, like I do. You know, so water cocoa every day. That's my grow system. For those that aren't familiar with my grow system, if you type !grow, actually I can do it real quick here, I guess. !grow. That will take you to, or is it not working right now? Is it not working? Well, let me see something. Is my bot not working? Mr. Bot, are you not working right now? Oh, I see. I have to go back here. I have to reconnect it because it didn't like my connection before. That's what it just told me. It said your connection before sucked. Alright, that should be good now. Let me check. Yeah, so everything should be good. So anyway, !grow, like that, and that will bring you to my course. Check out my free Grow course. It goes through all the ways I grow. I also have a grow book for like $7 for the digital version. That teaches everything I do and how I get my big fat buds. Big fat dense nugs, frosty. Everything goes perfectly smooth and it's super easy to learn. Doesn't take a green thumb. Anyone can do it. My wife does not have a green thumb. She kills our houseplants sometimes. And she used my grow system all by herself for the first time and got an autoflower that was like over 10 ounces. So anyone can do it. If my wife can do it, anyone can do it. Am I okay with 79 degrees? If I missed your question, just feel free to ask it again. Please put the 3 @ signs in front of your question so I can see them easier. am I okay with 79 degrees and 70% relative humidity in veg? Yeah, in veg that's fine. 70% humidity in veg is perfect actually. They like humidity, so it's a good thing. But once you go into flower, you need to find a way to reduce that to 55. So, but yeah, during veg that's good. Yeah, Rick and Morty's awesome. I just had to buy a new tent 2 days ago because my relative humidity was hitting 70%. Had 4 plants in a small 4x2 tent, jumped up to 4x4 with a much higher ceiling, and now the relativity won't go over 35. I always put my humidifier in the new tent to raise up. So I don't see how that is, Red. How are you growing? Are you exchanging air? Do you have inline fans? Are you exchanging air? What's the relativity outside the tent? That is, what is the, wherever the tent's at, what's the relativity outside of it? Yeah, this should be really easy to get your humidity up, but I need to know that first though. I need to know what is your humidity outside the tent. Let's see here. I have one of 4 Northern Lights and 2 week of flower, and her buds aren't nice and white as the other. Should I look for something in particular? I'd wait. I'd just wait for it. It should be fine. Give it another week or two. Yeah, I remember those days, Ice Tech. I remember those days. But trust me, you can do it. If you follow my grow system to the T, everything exactly like I do it, I guarantee you can do it, man. I have a carbon filter system and some fans. Relative humidity outside the tent is not known. I'm at work. I'll figure it out. Okay. Is your relative humidity typically like where you live? Is it typically low right now, or is it normal, like 50, 60 or something? Or is it typically where you live low, like let's say, 30 or something? Favorite strain for 2019 to grow? I really like this Glueberry OG by Dutch Passion so far. And I know the wife likes smoking it. I know her mom likes smoking it. I know a few other people like smoking it. It's good stuff. It grows nice too. Colorado Cookies, that one remains a favorite of mine to grow. I really like how that one grows. But this Glueberry OG grows really nice too. Less leaves on it than the Colorado Cookies, so that was nice. And it's still really nice and still yields pretty good. Obviously I really like growing those Gorilla Glues by Fast Buds. They just grow so nice and so fast. They usually finish like 63 days from seed. Like 63 days later, they're like done. You usually don't want to let them go over like 65 days. They're usually totally done by then. And they don't get big yields, but you grow enough of them and you get good yields. So they're really nice smoke. You can expect 3 ounces per plant or so, and just do enough of them because they stay really small. If you don't train them, they just stay like little small Christmas trees. The Fast Buds Gorilla Glue doesn't like a lot of light, so you can get away with not using it, or rather, you still want to use a really good light, but you don't have to have them so close to it, so you can cover more area with that same light. For example, if you're using the max yield and you're doing Gorilla Glue, auto Gorilla Glue, then you can actually do it from like 3 feet away from about 2.5 feet away from the Gorilla Glues probably. Maybe you might have to get down to 2 feet, but stay like 2.5 feet away from them, and you can cover 5x5 really easily. So you can fill out a 5x5 area with all Gorilla Glues with a max yield at like that height and just get really good yields out of that. Really nice bud too. I really like how that grows. Thanks for the follow there, the 420 Caveman. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's good shit. The Walter White is pretty fun to grow. It's different. I actually went to their site, to the Mephisto Genetics website, to see if they still did white and bubbly. I couldn't find their white and bubbly. They had other stuff mixed with bubbly, but I couldn't find their white and bubbly, which is Walter White mixed with their sour bubble, whatever it was. And they didn't have that strain anymore, but they still have their Walter White. So that Walter White's amazing. Highly recommend trying that one out. Really good to train. Get that thing super bushy. It wants to get big. If you don't train it, it will get big on you. Well, I can't guarantee that because not everyone grows the same, but for me, she gets big, like, 4.5, 5 feet tall. She's a big one. But if you train her out, you can keep her short. Let's see here. My outdoor plants are under a military camouflage net. Only the tops get light. Should I defoliate? Lollipop the plants? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would, yeah. If they're not really getting that much light anyway, then yeah, just take all those lower branches off. They're not really going to do anything if they're not getting light. Hey, thanks for the subscribe with Prime there. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me of that too. That was Ice Tech. So I always forget to mention this, guys. I probably should put it. Does my bot say this yet? I can't remember if I had my robot, my chat bot say this every now and again. But if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe to my channel and support this Twitch channel for free. So, and what a subscription does is it does a couple things. So let me talk about this for just a second.
Hey man, am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.
I think we're parked, man. So what it actually does a couple things. One thing that it does is it allows you to not see commercials on my channel. So whenever Ice now comes to my channel, he won't see those commercials in the beginning there or any time. So when he's watching me, he'll never see commercials. So that's one thing it does. Another thing it does is it helps support your favorite Twitchers. So in this case, he's supporting me being a Twitcher. That's awesome. But another thing it does, this is something that I don't know very many people do, but it's something that I do for my Twitchers, and that is if you're subscribed to my channel, whenever I do light giveaways, if you're subscribed to my Twitch, your name will automatically be entered for a chance to win one of my lights. So whenever I do my light giveaways, you can either be a patron, be subscribed to Patreon for a month, or you can be subscribed to my Twitch channel for a month. Either one, if you're subscribed to either one of those things, then once I give away my light, you'll be entered into a chance to win one of my light giveaways. So yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. The Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my Twitch channel. You can use you get one free subscription to any Twitch channel you want if you have Amazon Prime. And so if you want to use that for me, that's awesome. It costs you nothing. You might as well use it because it's free. That is, Amazon gives it to you for free, so you might as well use it. So yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, that's a good way to use it. Hey, thanks for the bit there. Josh, much appreciated. I'm not doing too bad so far right now, Adam. I'm doing all right. Hopefully my anxiety and stuff stays under control. Yeah, that last time, man. I had to go because I was just like it was too intense. I was fighting it for a good 20 minutes before that, where it was just really intense, and it was taking all my brain power just to stay focused. And I was like, and then it got too intense. I couldn't handle it no more. I had to go and fully try to meditate past it. The 420 says, or 420 Caveman says, running autos, is it normal for the plants to start napping around 2 hours before lights out? Yeah, it's totally normal, 420 Caveman. That is normal. They start to predict when lights go out. They're smart. They're smart in their own way. Have I grown Skittles yet? I have not grown Skittles yet. I've grown strains I've grown the strains that make Skittles, but I haven't actually grown that particular strain yet. There's so many strains to keep up with. Always new hybrids and stuff, mixing everything together. the bit thing's kind of cool. It's another way to support your favorite Twitchers, and also it gets your, like right now you have your name up there in first place. There's still second and third place. All someone has to do to beat you is bet 2 pennies. Each bit is only a penny. So if someone were to give me 2 bits, they would be in first place, and they would bump Josh down to second place. It's just a way. It's just a fun way to help support your favorite Twitchers. But there's a little diamond type thing next to where you type your text. If you click on that little diamond thing, it'll let you do cheer, or you can just type cheer space however many bits you want to give, and that will do it automatically. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Mickstaken. Thanks for using your Prime on me. I appreciate that. Microdosing LSD really stopped my anxiety. Yeah, I don't know if I want to try that. You know, I've been meditating since I was 10 years old. I'm now 41 years old, and that definitely helps a lot. You know, being able to meditate like that. And believe it or not, I've actually had some experiences. I've had some meditative experiences that are very similar to what people describe when they do ayahuasca. Like the really deep, long ass trips where they talk to freaking, you know, Mother Goddess, or they talk to extraterrestrials and light beings, all that kind of shit. I've had those kinds of experiences with deep meditations, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because I've been meditating so long that I'm able to do that. But so I'm wondering if I were to do a hallucinogenic, I wonder if it would fuck that up, fuck my brain up or something, make it to where it might make it to where it's easier for me to enter into that state of consciousness. I would hate for it to give me a bad experience though, and ruin my groove that I got going on. I have tried acid once when I was a teenager. I didn't like it at all. It gave me a bad trip. I hated it. I tried shrooms when I was a teenager twice. That was pretty good. It was more mild. I felt more in control. Like I didn't feel like I was losing my mind with shrooms. With acid, I felt like I was losing control. I didn't like that feeling. I didn't feel like I could control where I was going or what was happening, and that I didn't like that at all. But with shrooms, it was fine. It never got that intense where I felt like I couldn't control it to some degree. So I felt in control and out of control at the same time. But it was fun. And I think that's all the hallucinogenics I've ever tried. I don't think I've tried anything else. I never tried peyote. Never tried DMT or ayahuasca. I really want to try ayahuasca. I'm afraid that I'll have a bad trip. I don't want to have a bad trip. Hey, thanks for the follow there. Was that is that Heifumu? Haif or Haif? Heifumu. Haifumu. One of the two. If I missed your question, please feel free to ask it again. Just put 3 @ signs in front of it. Let me see Viapple. Let me scroll back and see if I missed it. I don't remember seeing it though. Yeah, I'm scrolling back. I don't see it, Viapple. If you want to ask it again, Viapple. Let's see here. Did you grow diaries on the Grow Diaries app? Do you grow? No, I never used the Grow Diaries app before. I don't even know what that is. That shit didn't go as planned. That's funny. Yeah, I broke the matrix. So with microdosing, you don't get a buzz or anything. It just knocks out the bad shit. Interesting. 90 trips in 22 months every Saturday. So you just do such a little amount that it doesn't actually make you hallucinate or anything. That's interesting. Does it make you feel anything at all? Like when you microdose it, do you feel anything? Do you feel high? Do you feel any difference? Euphoric or anything at all? Or is it just as if you didn't even do? Is it kind of like, like, what's that called? Where they diluted objects so often, then they sell it as, what's that called? Homeopathy or whatever they call that shit. and literally there's nothing left of the medicine in the water. It's literally just water with, like, it's been diluted so much, but some people claim it works. Yeah, it's more of a placebo thing. So I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna do some research on this microdosing LSD. It sounds interesting. Any good edible recipes? Honestly, edibles don't work for my wife, so we don't make them. And yeah, she's tried a bunch of different edibles over the years, and just they don't do anything for her. I'm talking strong edibles, like, she had an edible once that had, I think, a half ounce in it, in the edible. She ate enough edibles in one sitting that she basically she ate a half ounce of marijuana, is what it amounted to, and it didn't do anything for her. She didn't even get high or anything. She got tired. That was it. But she didn't get high. It didn't help her pain very much. So yeah, she doesn't. Edibles don't work for her for some reason. So she doesn't do them. So for that reason, we don't really have any edible recipes. But I know there's good edible recipes out there. Just look up edible recipes, and you'll find a whole bunch of them. Yeah, iPlay doesn't. I don't think does anything. I think if you're trying to find how long I've been streaming for, I know the robot will tell you automatically, but I think if you use, let me see here. Hold on. I think it's what are you trying to? I'm trying to remember what iPlay does. Let me check. I have something here. Commands. If you do uptime, or not I don't know why I always say exclamation mark uptime. This will give you how long I've been streaming for, like that. Oh yeah, can we rob right now? Let's do exclamation mark rob. I'll do 50. It might not be working. Yeah, I don't see it working. I know what does work for sure will probably be boss. Let's try boss. Let's do boss. Boss 50. Yeah, the boss one works. So if you do exclamation mark boss and then a number, I think the minimum is 25 right now. All right, I missed some questions. Hold on. What are your thoughts of 24 hours or 48 hours of darkness before harvest? Yeah, I've answered this one before, Adam. I didn't notice anything. I've tried it several times, and I haven't noticed any difference. So I don't do it because with my experiments, I haven't noticed any difference. You can always try it for yourself, though, and see if it makes a difference. But for me, I didn't notice any difference, so I don't do it. I don't waste my time on stuff that doesn't do anything. Have you found any strains that you can enjoy? Actually, I have found a few, Man Bear Pig, that I could technically smoke. And for a while there, I got back into smoking. Like, for example, Harlequin was one of them. So Harlequin was fine. Tsunami was fine. Pretty much any strain that has almost zero THC and has high CBD. I can probably smoke those CBD oils as well. Basically, if the amount of THC is under 1%, then I'm fine with it. But the problem is it doesn't really do anything. Like I don't really feel high. I feel like kind of a body relaxing, I guess. But I don't know. I just didn't feel it. It still tasted good and stuff. So I don't know. I stopped doing it just because I didn't feel like I was getting really any benefits from it. I tend not to do things if I don't get benefited from it. Oh, actually, I guess the rob did work. Looks like we robbed a bank. Cool. So I've been watering right before lights on, about 6 p.m. I should water at 6 p.m. and harvest the next day at 6 p.m. Nice. I don't know if that was a question. Was that a question? So I've been watering right before lights on, about 6 p.m. Oh, I see. Should I water at 6 p.m. and harvest the next day at 6 p.m.? Yeah, that's fine. I just keep watering like normal until I take the plant down. That's what I do. So I just keep giving her water until I'm ready to cut it down, and then once I'm ready to cut it down, I cut it down. I don't try to time it or anything. As a matter of fact, I've watered and then cut the plant down an hour later before. So I just assume I'm not going to cut the plant down all, and I just water like normal, and then I cut it down when I'm ready. And if I happen to cut it down an hour after I watered, then that's fine. Hey, thanks for the bits there. Jazzy Purple is now in the lead with 3 bits, knocking Josh into second place. Yeah, it's too much work, Red. It's enough work for me just to, post my YouTube videos of my grows, and then to go to 420 Magazine and post there as well. I don't need a diary. Basically, I use 420 Magazine, my grow journals there as my diary, and also YouTube. Look at this, almost done. Almost got her filled up. So this means I know I at least got 5 ounces off Glueberry. I'm guessing because of how dense this stuff is, I'm guessing at least 6 ounces. That's my guess. My guess is this will be a minimum of 6 ounces off of the Glueberry, which isn't bad for, for the fact that we're not even training them. We're doing no training. This was not trained. This is just thrown in there and let it grow with our grow system until it's done. We're not trying to get big yields. We're just trying out different strains to see what we like. Look at I still have this big ass branch left as well. Damn, that's heavy by itself. Whoa. That's a big old donkey. Big old donkey. It's a gun. Weed gun. I'm not high, officer. I am fine. Thanks for the more cheers. Thank you, Jazzy. Yeah, that's how you do it. So what they did is they probably typed. Yeah, they did type. They typed cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. So to give bits, that's all you have to do. You have to have bits, obviously. But if you try to cheer, you don't have bits, it'll ask you, do you want to buy some bits? They make it really easy to do. You can use PayPal, whatever. And thanks for the follow there, Cadillac. Cadillac, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, basically, you just type cheer. Like, just try it. Try cheer 1. And if you don't have bits, it'll tell you. But that's how you do it. Look like Josh tried to come back, but he got knocked out by Jazz again. Josh tried to retake Josh did retake his first place position, but then Jazzy Purple knocked him back down to second. Jazzy was like, no, I'm not having none of that. You're going back down to second. Nick, Josh was like, nope, I'm going back into first, and Josh takes first place again. Yeah, Josh, I used to be on benzos for a long time on Klonopin, and it worked for a long time, but then it stopped working, so I got off of it. I haven't been on Klonopin now for a little while. And let me catch up on questions here. Do you find water in the right before cutting it down extends the drying time? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Adam. It doesn't make a difference. Oh, hey, cool. Look at that. Nas. So, Nas is just like, I ain't fucking around. And he just decides to take... he decides to take first. And like, yeah, you guys aren't getting first. I'm doing $6 whole, so fuck y'all. It said something to me, though. Something about an emote. So I think, did we unlock an emote? I think after so many bits or something, we unlock emotes. Let me see, do I have my own emotes yet? I'm going to have to look into my account and see how to do that. Because eventually what we do, if we get enough subscribers and things like that, we start to unlock emotes, and I can actually design my own emotes. so I can draw my own emotes and we can use that. So yeah, I think that we might have just unlocked one, I think. So I'll look into that. I'll look into how to do that, and I'll design a cool emote. So if we have unlocked an emote, what should I draw for the emote? What do you guys think? What do you guys want for an emote? What would be cool to be able to type into the room? You know, some cool emote that you might use often for saying, you know, to say something. Oh yeah, who was it that won the LED? Let me scroll back up. They actually said in the very beginning of the chat. Oh, it wasn't this one though. It was last stream, right before I had to reset. I think. I forget the name now. I think it started with the C. Yeah, I don't see him in here right now. But yeah, they did thank you, and they said it's pretty cool. I just can't remember their nickname now. It starts with the C, I think. Yeah, I don't see it though. I think it's in the other video though. If you watch the other video that we just did before this one, the other live one that before my internet went caca, it's a really short video, and I think it's already posted on Twitch. So at the beginning of that one, if you replay the Twitch stream chat on the left, it should show you his name. He says thanks, and you'll see his nickname there. Alright, this bag is, I think it's full. I don't think I can fit any more in here. I didn't want to have to use another bag, so I'm trying to like fill this out as much as possible. I don't know if I can fit more in here though. Trying to like get all the little corners and stuff. Let's see here, hold on. I'll shove that one over there. Oh, I'm gonna barely be able to close this now. Oh hey, thanks Jazzy for subscribing. Thank you for using your Prime on me. That is awesome, much appreciated. So, for those that don't know, basically, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to my channel for free. All you have to do is click on subscribe, then choose the Amazon Prime option. It'll walk you through how to do it. So if you do have Prime, you get a free subscription to my channel. So yeah, this is full. This is definitely, I'm guessing this is definitely 6 ounces right there. I'm almost positive that's 6 ounces. And I only have a little bit left in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump that in here now. Just dump that in here. Man, I wish I could have fit all that in one bag. Oh well. I'm gonna start a second bag. This won't be very much though. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to stay dehydrated. I haven't been listening to my robot, have I? Bad Neil. A bud, smoking a bud. I'll try that. That might work. They're really tiny. They're really tiny icons though. I only get a few pixels to work with. It might be kind of hard to make it look like a bud is smoking a bud. Yeah, that I can do that. I can do a little bong emote. I can make it actually look like a bong. There's enough pixels for that. Dehumidifier water is okay to use to water plants with? Yeah. Yeah, dehumidifier water is fine. It is healthy, good water. Okay. Oh yeah. So I did answer that one, Apple, to top or not to top. You might have lost connection when I was answering it. So with autoflowers, I do not recommend to top your autos. Instead, I would just bend the top over. So let's say this is the top of your plant. Just bend it over like that and tie her down. Once she's about 8 inches tall, start training her like that. And then once she starts bushing out at the branches, tie those down. Basically, follow my bull training. That will give you a really good yield and keep your plants short. So if you're trying to keep your plants short, I recommend bull training for autos. I don't recommend defoliating at all. The only leaves you want to take off are the leaves that you have to take off. You want to cause the least amount of stress to your autoflowers as possible. And if you do defoliate, only take off like 5 leaves at a time, like a day. So take off like 5 leaves. The next day come in, take off 5 leaves. If you have to do that, that's how I do it. A bud with its hair on fire. So basically a bud with the top on fire. Remember, the icons are really tiny, like this. This is how big the icons are. The emotes are this big. I'm going to post an emote from Mike's channel. So here's one I got from Mike's channel. I'll do Elmo. So that's how big emotes are. So I'm not sure. Like, got to think about, like, that's all I get to work with. That much space. So a bud, if I wanted to make a bud on fire, I would just have to have the top on fire. But then I'm not even sure if it would look like a bud. I think it'd be kind of hard just to make a bud look like a bud with such a small picture. But the bong, I can definitely do the bong. That's funny. So Nas says the second plant that he did not do the low stress training to is so big it's pushing the other plant against the wall. Has it bushed out at all? It might be a naturally bushy plant if it's bushed out. Oh, an emoji with my sunglasses, yeah. Could do that. I actually have those right there. Sometimes I still want to wear my sunglasses. These actually work pretty good though. These are basically clear sunglasses. That's all these are basically. And they work really good. Like I've usually, like if I didn't have these on right now, I would put my sunglasses on already because the light would be bothering me by now. But it doesn't bother me, so it's good. So now it's just a matter of, do I want to look like a nerd or do I want to look like a weirdo with sunglasses on? Oh, sunglasses? They're just regular sunglasses. These ones are here. I just buy them on Amazon. I don't remember the name brand of these. I don't even look at brand. I just look at the style they look like. But these are called, I can't even read what that says. Hulis Lim? What? Hold on. This is what it says. Hulis Lim. Whatever that is. That's what it says on there though. Yeah. I think these ones were like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that. All right, cool. So I think I just about got this done. Do you guys want to do, who here does not, or who here has not won a copy of my grow book yet? Is there anyone here that hasn't won a copy, or actually, rather, I should say, is there anyone here who does not have a copy of my grow book yet? Because if there's someone here that doesn't have a copy of my grow book, we can do. Oh, you don't have a copy yet, Adam? Adam must be getting unlucky with the races. I know you've raced quite often. 420 Caveman doesn't. All right, cool. So do you guys want to do a quick marble race and get a chance to win a book? Okay, cool. All right, nice. So we'll do that then real quick. Let's do that. Let's open up the marble races. Let the marble races begin. And what we're going to do is, for those that don't know how to do it, all you have to do, once I start the races, you just hit !, play, and that puts your nick in there, and then you just watch the race and hope that your marble wins. If your marble wins the race, you have a chance to either pass. If you pass, it goes on to the next person. That is, we're going to do another race. If you take, that means you want a copy of my book, and then I send you a digital copy. This is for a digital copy, by the way, not for a physical copy. The digital copy is $7 on Amazon. Grow Pot Cheaply is the name of the book. It teaches everything, how I do what I do and how I get these lovely plants. It's super simple system to use. Anyone can do it, so that's what we're going to be racing for. So that's pretty much it. And we'll do a couple races and hopefully someone will win a book. Just about got this done. In the last few buds in this bag. Actually, this was more than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think this was going to fill up that much of this bag. So here's the second bag. That one didn't break right. Split on me. There we go. So it filled up about not quite a quarter of it, almost a quarter of it. Like it can. I'm trying to get it to go into the corners. Hold on. Actually, it is about a corner of the bag, or about a quarter of the bag. So it looks like we got one bag and a quarter. Boom, boom. So that's how much we got. We'll do a dry weight and see what this weighs. I was looking for the pin, but I don't see it. Alright. Got weed all over me now. I'll get that off later. Alright, so I'm going to start this up. So when I do this, oh, by the way, this is what I was trimming here on the left. This is a picture I just took not that long ago of the Glueberry OG. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you something real quick. Does anyone remember this show?
Honey, it's family hour. There must be something on.
Oh, wow! Candy critter!
Oh!
Oh, great. It's Monsters, our favorite show.
It's starting.
You guys remember that show? Yeah, that was an oldie. Do I have any videos of me growing in soil? I don't. The closest one to growing in soil was that last grow that I did, the critical haze. So that was done in a mixture of coco, perlite, and a good amount of BioLive. It was all organic. A good amount of BioLive and some worm castings. So it wasn't quite a soil, but that was the closest to a soil. And then I watered it every day. But what I realized is when you have that many microbiology going on, you want to kind of water every other day. So that when you're doing that kind of grow. So if you follow my hydroponic living coco grow, which is very similar to soil but different, I recommend to water every other day with it because I realized that basically your root system's like this, and they allow air pockets in between them. The microbiology fills that in with its own branches. That is the mycorrhizae. It branches out like a network, and it kind of fills in those gaps. And so it makes it harder for it to retain oxygen when it's fully saturated. So I found watering every other day with that particular grow system to be better. But with my typical synthetic grow, it's better to water every day. All right, so but yeah, that was the closest video I have for that. I haven't started the game yet. I still gotta do that. Hold on. It might lag me for a second when I start it up. Let's close this out. I'm just closing out stuff I don't need open right now. Alright, cool. Open this up. See if it needs to update or not. Sometimes it needs to update, so let's see if it has to do that or not. Looks like it should be fine. I'm going to take a bite of my protein bar while this loads up. And I'll put you guys on mute for just a second. Yeah, that was I liked that one, the Monsters one. I used to love that show growing up. I liked that one. I liked Outer Limits and Twilight Zone too, but I really liked Monsters for some reason. So exclamation mark play to enter the race. This one looks like the chocolate race. I think we've done this one before. Or maybe we haven't done this one, but we've done one that looked like that had this look to it. It looked like chocolate milk. Oh, is there still no sound? There should be sound now. I'll give you guys a second to catch up to me, but there should be sound again. Are you guys able to hear me right now? Alright, cool. So I might end up cutting this stream shorter than my usual streams, but we'll see what happens. Let me look and see if I can see who's... Come on. There we go. Where's the names at? There we are. So I never see... Actually, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. It looks like it's going to elevate us up by air, and then we're going to drop down, and then we're going to... Okay. That's kind of a slow start, but that's fine. So yeah, if you still want to enter the race, it's exclamation mark play. That will enter you into the race. Alright, let's go ahead and get this race started. You got 10 more seconds. If you still want to enter and have not entered. Yeah, it shoots us up. We all go down into the hole. Oh, this hole's fast. Nice. Come on. Catch up. There we go. Who's in first? Looks like Robert is in first place right now, going down the wooden path. Oh, he hit a peg there. Oh, he missed all those pegs, though. Excellent. He gets a good start. Oh, he gets stuck on that peg, though. This gets a chance for someone else to catch up. Looks like the 420 caveman is trying to catch up on the other side there, on the other lane. Oh, Robert smacks down in the middle. He stays on the track, though. Robert's still in this. Still in first place is Robert. Wait, did someone just pass him? 420 caveman just passed Robert. He got a good speed boost there. Oh, there goes me, Grow Pot Cheaply. Who's in first now? Oh, looks like... Oh, he falls to his death, though. Everyone's dying. Oh, there goes Robert. Robert's dead. Everyone died. I'm still alive. Mick still alive, and V Apple is still alive. Where are the other? Let me see where the other racers are at. There's V Apple and Mistaken right there, working their way down to the woody vortex. I got a big lead right now. I'm going into the first Steve. Oh, I go right through the hole, but Steve slaps me in the face like I'm his little bitch. Fuck you, Steve. You abuser. Oh, he smacks me around again. I'm getting stuck on the Steve. Given a chance for V-Apple and Mistaken to catch up now. Steve's fucking me up over here. Okay. I got past Steve there. Oh, look at all the pop-ups. I'm getting past the whack-a-moles. And I managed to get past all the whack-a-moles. That's where you can get knocked off the track, too. Those things can pop you right off the track. Looks like I'm still in first place. V-Apple's starting to catch up, though. It looks like I take first place. Alright, cool. So I'm going to just go like this. This is faster than waiting. Most everyone died. Let's go back to race. Random. Race. Sorry about that. Most all you guys died. You had it going there, Robert, though. You were in first place the whole time, and then you died. Yeah, some tracks are like that, where there's a high probability to die. Exclamation mark play to enter the race. I love this hot sauce. That's good shit right there. I like that hot sauce a lot. I also like that rooster hot sauce. The sriracha is good. That's probably my favorite, but that stuff's good too. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I forgot to ask her to come and do the. Let's see if she can weigh that for us or not. Let's see here. Are you able to weigh these bags real fast? See what we got out of the Glueberry. Okay, cool. I'm thinking 6 ounces for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you want to come do that real fast, that we can get a dry weight, because I think I'm gonna be getting off of the thing here after this race or two. Okay, cool. All right, 32. All right, cool. So we'll get a dry weight before I close out this stream. That'll be good. And here we go. We're off again. Ooh, this one looks cool. I like it. I mean, I like the way it looks. Got a couple Steves. Oh, we got a vertical Steve. Interesting. And the racers are off. We're binging through the ping, ping, pong, pong, bada, bada, bong, bong. Red Ashford looks like he came out first. But, wait, hold on. Who's going to come out of this one, though? We're all going through the Steve. We're all getting bounced around here. Who's going to come out first? Oh, it looks like Josh came out first, followed by V Apple going into the strainer. Who's going to come through the strainer first? Who's going to fall through a hole first? And Josh falls through the strainer first into the oil pan, followed by V Apple and King. Oh, V Apple takes the lead though. Doesn't goof around, just goes straight for it. Josh was doing some kick flips and stuff. He was showing off. Giving V Apple a chance to take the lead. Oh, V Apple showed off there. You see that kick flip? She just did a kick flip, or he or she, I forget now. Correct me in chat. I forget. Oh, we're going into the, I don't know what this is called. The twirly whirly. That's what it's called now. It's called the twirly whirly. Oh, they split off. V Apple goes right, takes a big jump, and doesn't go to the death. So Sky there is actually, I guess, Sky Falling has the best time on this. Excuse me. Has the best time on this lap. I'm going to zoom way in on this ball here. Make this a little more exciting for this part. Shoom does a kickflip. Boom does a handstand. And zoom back out a little bit here. This one's a shiny one. Still though, V Apple's still got the, he or she. Oh, let me see. He has a big lead. I should just assume it's a he, because most everyone that comes to my channel is a he. Oh, King takes it, but look at, they're both goofing off. Look at that. See, they're both just doing tricks off the side berm there. Oh, but they go into the Steve. Who's going to come out of the Steve first, though? That's the question. Is Steve going to slap them around? Ah, V Apple gets caught by the Steve. And King Dosido comes out first. So King, the question is, do you want to pass or do you want to take? Pass means we're going to do another race. Take means you don't have a copy of my book yet and you want the digital copy. Yeah, it's true, Red. I remember that. That's why I tried so hard to ollie, because I wanted to be the shit. I actually got really good at skating when I was a teenager. I got to the point where I was able to ollie on top of the you know those old wooden benches at school. They had the two parts you can sit on like that. Then they had the big part you eat on top of. I was able to ollie on top of the part you eat on and then ollie off of it. I was able to ollie over trash cans off of a speed bump on the curb. You know, that was cool. All right, so King, do me a favor. Shoot me an email to that email right there. Shoot me an email to that email, and just put in the subject matter marbles winner, King the marbles winner. Yeah, put that in the subject. King the marbles winner, just like that, and I'll go ahead and send that over to you. We can do another race though if you guys want. So, exclamation mark play to enter the race to get a chance to win. Right, we're going to get a chance to win big book copy. And then King, just let me know once you've got that email sent out, and I'll go check it.
You only got one bag, babe?
2.
This?
Yeah. Each of those bags, especially when it's dense like that, is usually 5-6 ounces. I'm guessing it'll be 6 ounces for sure. Actually, wait, I'm gonna guess real quick. I'm guessing 6.8 ounces. That's what I'm guessing we got over there. So what I just now trimmed, I'm guessing 6.8 ounces. That's my guess. Get precise with it. Huh? Exactly? All right, the wife is guessing 6.0. So wife equals 6.0. My guess is 6. What did I say? 6.8? 6.8. Adam says 6.9. Red says 5.7. Keep in mind, those bags, when they're full, are always like at least 5 ounces. I've never had them be less than that, even if the bud is fluffy. The apple says 7.2. All right, cool. Well, we're about to see who is the closest. We got 5.5. All right. Oh, I have a feeling you guys are already off. Yeah, a lot of you guys already lost. All right, wait. What was that one again? I think I got it. All right, I got it. I'm waiting for the number. All right. Divide that by 28. So whoever gets closest to 7.0 won. Oh, actually, it looks like Josh and... So if we got 420 Caveman, we got Josh, and then we had Adam, I think, right? Because Adam said 6.92.
What is it, babe?
7.0.
Oh, wow. I was off an ounce.
So Adam was 1 point off. I was 2 points off.
I was a whole ounce off.
V-Apple was 2 points off. Josh was 1 point off. And 420 Caveman was 1 point off. But then Josh changed it to 187 grams, so... But I don't know. Either way, you're 1 point off with your ounce guess. I told you that was some dense stuff. It was denser than I thought, actually. I didn't think it was going to be... Actually, I mean, I was still pretty close.
Yeah, I thought it was
6.8. So 7 ounces off of it. Look at... This is what my grow system does. Now, that was all my wife again. She did this grow all by herself. What did we get off the duck again? I can't remember now. It was pretty good, though. Anyway, so...
I think it was more than this.
So that Glueberry OG was untrained, no training. She just followed my system step by step, did everything like she's supposed to. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Shawaston. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a new dancing lady, because that was just something I found online. I want to draw my own dancing lady, so I think I'm gonna upgrade that. So when people follow and stuff, I'm gonna do a different dancing lady. I think I'm gonna do my my pot lady, my weed girl, whatever I called her. That design, stoner girl, whatever. I'm gonna do stoner girl doing the little dance instead, I think. And grams, that I posted that too. That was where I just posted it. What, 196? Is that what it was? Yeah, 196.9 grams. 196 point, what did I say?
This was
Point
blueberry,
9.
right?
So basically 197. 196.9 grams.
Baby, this was blueberry?
Yeah. So that was an untrained auto flower, auto Glueberry by Dutch Passion. She followed my grow system step by step, didn't cut no corners, and just let it do its thing. No training at all. It got like what, maybe 3 feet tall?
I remember blueberry.
Yeah, I think it was about, because it was a little shorter than duck.
I know it was smaller than duck. Duck was like, I think we got like 9 ounces off duck or something.
Yeah, duck was a lot taller too.
Yeah, it was the biggest one. It
Yeah.
was past the light. It flew past the light.
It was like 4 feet tall or something.
Yeah, it was like this high above the light.
Yeah, so duck was tall. Duck got like 4 feet tall with no training. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Shammy Dog. And Glueberry OG got about 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet tall. No training at all. That was, both of those were under the Perfect Sun max yield. So Perfect Sun, max yield, which you can find here if you don't know about it yet. There you go. So that was the result there. Anyone can do this, I'm telling you. If my wife can do that, anyone can do it. My grow system is super simple. If you don't know my grow system, you can, there it is. That's the link to my grow system for free. Get the free version of it by video, or you can, if you want it more precise and detailed, you can go into the book form. And the book is $7. But if you want to get a chance to win the book right now, and you're new to the stream, we're doing a race. If you want to enter the race, !play. If your marble wins, you get a chance. You can choose to have a copy of my book or to pass. So if you want a chance to win a copy of my book right now, is the time. It should be that much for the digital copy. Just get the digital copy, Adam. The digital copy is only $7. And here's what's weird, right, Adam? So American dollars, the physical copy is $29 on Amazon. I make less money off of that than I do off the digital copy, which is only $7. Ain't that weird? I make more money off the digital copy, which is only $7, than I do off of the physical copy. That's $29. Ain't that crazy? Oh, that's because of shipping, Adam. It costs me, sometimes it costs me more than $100. Depends on where the person lives in Canada. There's some places in Canada it actually costs me more than $100 just to ship it. So that's why it just costs more to ship. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's more than 100. And then not only that, but then you have to pay customs when it gets there. Canada charges you again once the light gets there with customs, and I think customs is about $100 too for my bigger lights. I think that's what it comes out to. Yeah, Canada isn't as bad as some places though for their customs and stuff. Like UK is really bad when it comes to customs. All right, let's do this race. If you want a chance to win a copy of my digital book, here's your chance! !play. Let's get this race started. Wait, what does it look like? Oh, we're in the snowy mountains. Look at that. Nice. All right, we're in the snowy mountains. If you fall to your death, you're going to freeze to death is how you die in this one. Who's going to come out? I'm going to leave it down like that because we're going to go up the air thing anyway. All right, here we go. Up the air thing. And looks like King is going to pop out first. Nope, Diggin. Diggin comes out first, followed. I'm close second. We go around the first corner. I overtake Diggin. Just by Diggin got caught up on the whack-a-mole. Boom! I take off on the zoom. Zoom, 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 and the boom, boom. I go around the corner. Rob Tactics is right behind me. He's on my ass here. Followed by Diggin. Followed by King. Boom! Around the next corner. Ooh, is this race exciting? Oh, into the snow. Anyone gonna pass the snow? No. Josh almost passes the snow completely. Boom! I take the next. Oh, the snow. Who's gonna pass the snow? Anyone? We all get stuck on the snow again. Look at that though. Someone's taking second now. Looks like Robert just took second. Adam took second now. I'm staying in first place. I can't believe this. This is amazing. Looks like Adam. Oh, in this, who's gonna go by? Oh, what the hell just happened? I lost the racers. Wait, how come it says red is in first? It's confused. It doesn't know who's in first. All right, there we go. We got Josh. Looks like Josh is in first now. Josh is taking those corners nicely. Uh-oh, we got whack-a-moles, though. Robert takes the lead. Oh, Robert passes all the whack-a-moles like it was no problem. Everyone gets past the whack-a-moles alive, though. That's a good thing. No one got knocked out of the race yet. Uh-oh, it looks like we're coming close to the end. Robert might have this. See, are there any other obstacles coming up that might slow Robert down? He takes those corners pretty nicely, pretty tightly. Uh-oh, here's a big corner, though. You get stuck doing some kick flips off of the side berm there. Diggin comes falling down next. Everyone's trying to catch up, but they can't. Uh-oh, the last obstacle looks like it's a Steve. Big obstacle here. Robert gets smacked. Oh, look at that. Diggin goes right through. Does a kick flip, big kick flip off the side berm there. Goes into the snow pile. Diggin's coming out now. Whack-a-mole's everywhere, though. Who's going to get smacked by a whack-a-mole? Diggin gets past them all, but smacks the Voltron block. No, that's a Tron block. He smacks the Tron block. Oh, he's stuck, completely stuck on the Tron block. All right, this gives everyone a chance to catch up here. We're all just stuck on the Tron blocks now. Who's going to come out of this first? Looks like Diggin comes out first. Banks left. Everyone banks left. Well, right, I guess, technically. Oh, man, this will be close. Oh, no, we're in the snow. This is a close one, guys. We're going to have to go to slow motion for this. And slow motion time. Who's gonna hit the ground first? Looks like 420 Caveman, maybe? It looks like it was 420 Caveman. 420 Caveman for the win. Good race. That was intense. I like that one. I like that race. That was a good track. Adam in last place. So who else is left in the track? Is there anyone else racing still? I can't tell if everyone's here or not. Oh, here we go. Here comes Robert. No, wait, Robert's in last place. So Adam, you didn't get last place. Looks like Robert did. And bam, there goes Robert, last place. Yeah, see, Robert got last place on that one. All right, so Caveman, do you want to pass or do you want a copy of the book? Oh, let me check my email too, because I think King should have emailed me, right? Let me go check. Let's go see if King has emailed me yet. All right, cool. Yeah, you did email me. Got it. Let me go in. Here is your book. This is for King. Let me go ahead and attach this real quick. Let me see, where are we at? My book. Where's my book at? Oh, that's right. I remember where I put it now. Here you go. Attaching now. While that's attaching real quick, let's see here. Oh yeah, so 420 Caveman. Are you still here? Did you want a copy of the book 420 Caveman? And I'm sending that out now. There you go, King, sent out. You'll get that in a second. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly why we're waiting for that answer from 420 Caveman. Come on. Open. Open says me. Don't fuck it around. question. All right, 420, if you want to pop me an email real quick. Send me an email there real quick, 420 Caveman. Let me know once you sent it. Put like, 420 or something in the title. Let me know that it's for the book. So Shammy Dog says, what is a good Lux reading for flowering? So you don't want to go over 95,000 Lux because you can actually stunt the plant. You can make it the worst case scenario, or the worst case scenario, you stunt the plant. But you can still even cause light stress, which can make the buds fluffy. So either way, it's not a good thing. So I recommend not going above that. 85,000 is really good to shoot for the top. So the plants that are closest to your light, shoot for about 85,000 lux is a good number. I like to go for that. If some of them are at 90, that's fine. That shouldn't be enough to stress them out. 85,000 is really good. It's not going to stress them out for sure. All strains should be able to handle that pretty well. All right, cool. I'm gonna go check that email. Just a second. I want to show you guys something. So I've been working on a new level and some new enemy types and stuff. I also just got my vertical platforms working perfectly. Everything works nicely about them. And this guy here, he's a new enemy type. See this guy right here? He kind of reminds me of I'm not sure what he reminds me of actually. Oh, I got the lights in here now. So when you walk underneath, see how I get brighter when I walk underneath them? So he's dead. I got new items now, so now you pick up blood orbs instead of. Oh shit! I fucked up. And I got my dash too. This is the doll. This has replaced the ghost, so I decided to make her like a doll. And then this is now a basic enemy type as well as a boss. But this is the basic version. You see, I'm gonna kill her real fast. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me do that again. I can't let that happen. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me start that race too. Random race. Sorry, it wasn't started yet. Now it's started. Let me try that one more time. I'm gonna do a Hadouken. Oh shit! I missed it. Hadouken. There we go. So there it is. That's the new level I'm working on. That's Vampire Hunter D, or Vampire Hunter V, I meant. It's... Yeah, anyway. Let me see if I can see. There's the names. I should probably enter the race as well. Hold on. Exclamation mark play. Bam, there we go. So exclamation mark play to enter the race. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them while we're doing this, by the way. And no problem, Adam. Adam, I have a feeling if you leave right now and don't do this race, this would have been the time you would have won. You would have been like, oh, I would have won that one. I know it. I'm checking email really fast for 420 here. All right, cool. I got it. I got the email from 420. I'm going to go ahead and send that out right now. Attaching the book. Should only take a second to attach. Yeah, I think that's some bullshit how these internet companies try to do that to you, where they because when I streamed earlier, thanks for the follow there, Binks the cat. So my internet company does that to me sometimes. Comcast, they'll like fuck my internet up on I know they do it on purpose too. They try to throttle my internet, thinking I'm not going to notice it, and then I go streaming, and then my stream's all fucked up, and I had to restart it. I had to restart my modem internally. I recommend to do it eternally if you can, like using the IP address and go log into the system that way and reset it from the actual IP address. It usually works better. But yeah, they do that shit to me. They'll just try to throttle my shit, little bastards. Wow, it's still not attached yet for some reason. All right, there it goes. I got paused for a little bit and sent it out. There you go. Email's on its way for a free copy of the book to Caveman, who won the last race. Email has just been sent. All right, cool. Let's go and start this. I think I'm gonna make this the last race, maybe. Then I can answer more questions if anyone has questions. Oh wait, the cops are patrolling. Wait, what? Who's doing this without me? You're robbing without me? There we go. Oh, there's still a cooldown. Never mind. We gotta wait for the cooldown. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and start this race. Let's get it going on. Dun 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 dun. Wada 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 wada. This one's cool. It reminds me of like a water slide. I feel like I'm at a water park right now. Yeah, we're at a water park. I've decided. And Diggin looks like he landed first. Into the icy hole. Whoa, that's too close. Whoa, icy hole. You know, I like that look though. I can see who gets out first. Alright, let's see here. Who's gonna come around? Who's banking around? Who's cutting the corners the sharpest here? That's usually who comes out first. Looks like Robert's cutting them really sharp actually. It looks like Robert's gonna come out first. Watch this. Boom, there goes Robert. Comes out of the icy hole first. Taking the corners nicely. He's keeping it sharp and tight. He's not fucking around doing any goofy tricks or anything. Let's go and zoom in a little more on here. There we go. Nice. Who's behind him? Shammy Dog trying to catch up here. Waiting for Rob to make a mistake. Rob goes. They both go left. Up into a big icy hole with pegs. Why did they add these? These are so boring. This is not what people want to watch. We don't want to watch this stuff. Come on. All right, Shammy Dog took it in. Oh, never mind. I thought he took it in faster, but oh wait, maybe. There goes Shammy Dog. He's trying to cut it short. Robert's taking it wide. That sounds so bad. Looks like Adam fell through first though. There goes Adam. Oh, Adam gets stuck on the snow. So does everyone else though. It's fine. It's fine. Looks like Mana has the best time. Whoa, what? Oh, King just fell to his death. Sorry, King, you froze to death. You're dead now. Adam is taking it nice and slow, but everything's going smooth. No one else is catching up. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, I think Adam's still in first. Oh, woo, that was close. I thought Adam fell to his death. I thought Adam was dead. This is intense. Adam has been trying to win for so long now. So I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Adam here. Just because he's been trying for so long. You can do it, Adam. Come on, you got this. Just bounce back and forth. Don't go get crazy. Don't go bouncing off here. There you go. Nice and slow. We're playing it safe. We got this. Here we go. Robert's catching up though in second. Robert still has a chance to win this one. Oh, we're into the pinheads. Ooh, Adam gets stuck on the pinhead right there. That's not good. That's not good, Adam. You're getting a chance for somebody else to catch up. Oh, he gets slowed down again by that last pinhead, but he makes it through. Robert's still trying to catch up. Into the Star Wars elevator. And Adam comes out of it. Everything's good. Oh, Robert's just now hitting the pinheads. Looks like Adam passes those Tron blocks. Gets past the Tron blocks. Oh shit, what is this? Don't die, don't die. And Adam takes it. There you go, Adam. Let's see here. Where's second? Robert's in second right now. See, I'd send an email, Adam, for the copy of the book. There's the email. Robert takes second. These marble races are goofy, but they're kind of fun. Hey, thanks for the cheer there. Thanks for the bit, Josh. Much appreciated. Wait for this one to slow out here. I told you, I said if you leave, Adam, this is to be the race that you win. You see, I'm psychic. Psychic. I felt it. I'm like, if Adam leaves right now, he would win. He's got to do this race. Let's see. Well, you have 0 and 3, Red. 0 and 3. Josh is at 1 and 23. 23 races and he's won one of them. I'm at 6 and 48. That's actually not too bad. 6 and 48 is not too bad. I usually get really bad luck on this kind of stuff. So yeah, just go and let me know, Adam, once you sent that email out. Done with that race for right now. I'm gonna check something real quick though. While we're waiting for Adam to let me know when he sends that email out, I'm going to open up something here. I like to do this every now and again. See if we can't win this together. So for those that have never done Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the Pothead channel, here's how it works. Well, first off, I have to open it up in Explorer because Google Chrome is being stupid with Adobe Flash for some reason. Still haven't figured out how to get that to work yet. They did some new change and messed stuff up. Wait, what does Trump say? Trump shares potentially revealing image of Iranian missile site on Twitter. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's pop this in real fast. Drop the link down like that. Oh, last time, Red, you lost a lot? Alright, so here's how this works. Let me turn that down because that's annoying music. And yeah, there we go. Got it turned down. So how this works is we work together with our brains only. There's no Googling anything. We can't Google anything. Us potheads are going to win this game together without cheating. That means no looking it up on Google. The only answers you can provide are either the answers from your own brain or the answers from a physical person next to you. They have to be physically next to you, and they can give you the answer as well. Alright, so which is not a fruit? That would be potato. They start off really easy, but they get hard. We've only won this one time without cheating. One time. That's it. All the times we played this game, only one time without cheating. These first few ones are really easy. No more races for the day. Sorry, guys. I'm going to finish out with trying to win $1 million with y'all. And feel free to ask questions about marijuana, too, while we're doing this. In the U.S., yeah, you were there, Stoned. I remember that. In the U.S., if it's not daylight savings time, it's what? It's party time. That's what it is. It's borrowed time? Is it overtime or is it standard? It's standard time, right? In the U.S., if it's not daylight savings time, it's standard time? I'm going to go standard time. It was standard time. I'll be doing more races in the future, though, so if you want chances to win prizes here on the channel, don't forget to follow. Hit the follow button up there. Follow me here on Twitch when I go live. I don't have any streaming schedule. I just kind of stream when I feel good enough to do it. And so, yeah, just follow me and get notified. Set up your notifications, all that good stuff. And when we go live again, I usually do some races to give away a book or two. And also, every now and again, I give away free copies, or not free copies, free, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess just a free light. Because there's no other word, no other word. So anyway, I give away free copies of my LED lights. Not copies. I give away free LED lights. I don't know why I keep saying copies. What kind of animal name, ham, did the U.S. first send into space? I think they meant named ham. That must be a typo. What kind of animal named ham did the U.S. first send into space? I think they want you to say pig because it's called ham, but I'm pretty sure it's a chimpanzee. Yeah. Hey, no problem, Binks. Yeah, sorry, Stoned. I've been streaming now almost 2 hours. I'm looking for that email from Adam. I don't see it yet. Getting rid of some junk mail here. Junk email. Deleted. So yeah, I'm still waiting for that email there, Adam. If you're still here. We could try that sometime. If you guys ever want to try to do a lottery type of ticket thing, is that legal or is that technically gambling? I think it's legal, right? Because everyone's buying a ticket basically. It's like those, you hand out tickets, everyone buys a ticket, you do a raffle. It's a raffle, right? So it's technically, I think raffles are technically legal. I'll have to look up the legality of raffles. But that's a good idea, Adam. We can do a raffle if you guys want sometime. Who would be down to do a raffle for a Perfect Sun Mega? Normally they're $7.95 brand new. So if we can do a raffle of that, like, you know, everyone $100 tickets or something like that. Everyone goes in, we do a marble race, and then whoever wins, something like that. Yeah, I know there's some. I have to look into it. I know there's some ways to get around it to make, because I've seen people do raffles without it being considered gambling, like it was legal to do. So I got to figure out how to do that. Make sure I can do it. Thanks for the bit there, Josh. Much appreciated. So I'm gonna look into that and see if I can legally do that on Twitch or not. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that. What are the tiny dots that make up the picture on a computer screen called? Yeah, pixels. You're right. I was wondering why someone put pixels in there. I was like, why did they type pixels for no reason? I didn't read the question yet. That's why. Once I read the question, it made sense. Yeah, no problem, Stoned. What is the name of Elliot's little sister in the movie E.T.? Oh no, we had this question before, and I forget what it was. Was it Gertie? It was Gertie, right? Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was Gertie too. All right, cool. We're doing good. We're up to 4,000. We're up to 4,000 now. What city was John F. Kennedy assassinated in? Was that Houston? I think it was Houston. I'm not sure though. I should know this because I've watched the documentaries, like the conspiracy documentaries. I've seen conspiracies on this. I should remember what city it was, but I don't. If I had to guess, I would guess Houston. Dallas? Two for Dallas right now. We got 2 for Dallas. 3 for Dallas. Okay, we'll go with Dallas. We got 3 for Dallas. Too blazed to be phased. We're up to 8,000 now. Which insect carries the disease malaria? That would be mosquito. We're up to 16,000 now. Oh, the email is this, Adam. You should be able to just copy and paste it. Who was the first man in space? That's Yuri, right? Is it Yuri? Because I think it was a Russian was the first person in space. I'm pretty sure the Russians beat us to space. They didn't beat us to the moon, but I'm pretty positive they beat us to space. Yeah, so we got another one for Yuri. Okay, cool. So it looks like I'm on the right track with Yuri. Yeah, cool. What is it called when you have a fear of rain? Oh shit, I don't know this one. I have no idea what this one is. Alright, these are probably Latin words. Maybe Greek. They look like Latin though. Ophtha, Omept, Imbro. I have no idea. I don't recognize any of these words. Anyone happen to know this one? Does anyone know Latin or I think these are Latin words and know what the word is for water or rain or something? Cadillac says A. Ombrophobia. Remember, no cheating, guys. No looking this up on the internet. It's got to be from your brain. Witch phobia. All right, so, man, I feel like I want to do a 50-50 just to see if it knocks that one out, Cadillac. Just to see. Are you sure? Are you sure, Cadillac? Are you positive? Actually, let's just do it. Whatever. Okay, cool. How many pieces are there in a domino set? Oh man, I haven't played dominoes in so long. How many pieces in a domino set? 14 only? Or are you still asking? Are you still answering from last question? Let me try to make them bigger. Hold on. I don't know if this game goes bigger though. Is there a way to make this game bigger? Oh wait, I think I can zoom in. Let me try that. Oh wow, okay. I could technically zoom in, but then I can't. That zooms in way too much. What about show all? Oh, it's already on show all. Quality. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't stretch. This is as big as it goes. The question is, how many pieces are there in a domino set? 14, 28, 42, 52. Got 28. 28 sounds right to me. I don't remember there being. I remember getting domino sets and they come in this little case like this, and I'm like, that's not enough to knock down because I wanted to make. I just wanted dominoes to knock them down, and I remember those cases. There weren't very many in there. Please check Mammoth LED light. I got the 8 bars light, but I got it off Alibaba. Same light. I really need your expertise. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go 20. 28. We'll go 28. Nope, it was 42. Boo! Oh well. Alright, what is that? Mammoth LED? Is this the one? Oh, never mind. You can't even see what I'm looking at. Sorry. Hey. Let's see here. It should be all right because it looks like it's using the Samsung SMD versions. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are their SMDs. I'm trying to find if they have a reading. So there's a light test. I'm not gonna watch all that right now though. I'm trying to see if they just have a chart that shows par readings. Usually people don't tell the truth on those, but at least you get an idea. Let me see here. What is this picture? No, nothing there. It looks like it should be fine. I don't see anything that I'm looking for, like the actual par readings. That's the best way to tell for sure. Is when you get the light, just either a lux reading or par reading, and make sure that it, take the 17 points of measurement and see what the average is. Let me see if it shows under specs. I'm looking for so they at least show their PPFD. So the PPFD on the 10 bar that's not too bad. And then the 8 bar, yeah, these aren't horrible. They're not horrible. Mine is much higher than this. My max yield definitely can be higher than that without using that. That's a lot of electricity. For 800 watts, this should be higher for 800 watts. For 640 watts, this should be a little bit higher too. But this isn't bad actually. This isn't too bad. If these numbers are accurate, this isn't too bad of a number. And it'd be interesting to see what the average is. The best thing to do is check it at the edge of the 4x4 and make sure that that is above 100. Because if it's below 100, then it's not really covering 4x4. But yeah, they seem like they should be all right. All right, so did not win today. That's all right though. It's a hard game. Yeah, my new light should be out soon. I'm working hard on the first batch, and I'm trying to make a first and then part of a second batch, so that way, when the first ones are almost gone, I can roll around the second ones pretty fast. I can't tie up too much money in parts and stuff because, then it kind of makes sense. I don't want thousands and thousands of dollars just sitting here doing nothing. So that's why I'm always trying to keep a minimum amount of lights in my thing. So I might actually have to either really slow down on the megas for a while or phase out the megas for this light. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I want to try to keep them both around. Hey, thanks for the cheer there, Josh. Oh, let me check the email again. Sorry about that. I knew I was forgetting to do something. All right, cool. I got the email. Here is your book. Attach this really fast. But yeah, to my surprise, I was actually able, so with my new light design, using the OSRAM SMDs, I was able to, and using 12 bar lights, a big almost 4x4 light, and it uses 680 watts. I was able to beat the average par of the max yield by a little bit. And it works out to be, the amount it beats it by is by the amount of electricity. So, in other words, it uses an extra 40 watts of electricity over the max yield, and with that extra 40 watts, it gives you a little bit extra average par. They're both going to pretty much do the same thing. The benefit of the bar light is that you can get a lot closer to your plants. So if you have ceiling height issues and you don't want to use a light mover, that's where the new light will really come in handy. It'll allow you to get it closer to your plants without burning them. Yeah, I have a lot of stores that want to do that. The problem, I'll explain that really quickly I'll explain what the problem is. All right, I just sent that out there, Adam. The problem is I put my lights at lower than retail value. So it'd be very difficult for a store owner to actually make money off my lights. I literally make just enough money to stay in business and keep making new lights and stuff. And I do that because I want to give people the best possible price I can give them. If I wanted to sell to stores, I'd have to raise all my prices so that I have enough extra money to pay the store people a profit. So basically right now, the extra profit that would normally go to retail stores is going to savings for the customers. So the customers are able to buy the lights. How do I word that? I can word that better. Basically, my customers are buying lights at the price that store owners would normally buy lights at. Like if I were a greedy company wanting to make as much money as possible, then I would make my lights more expensive so I can, that way, anyway, does that make sense? I'm basically giving my lights away at retail price to everybody, so that way everyone can afford them. Well, more people can afford them, rather. Do I need a Kindle to read your book? If you buy the book, if you win the book here, I give out a PDF to those that win it on the marble races. But if you buy it off the website, it is a Kindle book. So you just need the free Kindle reader. It's free though. The Kindle reader is free on any device, whether your PC or phone, tablet. It's free. You just download it. And like Stone said, I think there are other apps that allow you to read Kindle format. So if you prefer a different reader, I think you can use other readers. Yay, I think I finished my water for the stream. There we go. Cool, yeah, I finished my water for the stream. All right, cool, yeah. No, I'm not saying that companies are evil for doing that. I just want to give my customers the best price possible. I know I can make more money if I were to charge a little extra so that I could pay stores money so I can put them in. Basically, I'd make more money if I put them in stores. I know I understand that that would make me more money in the long run because the more stores selling it, the more customers and all that good stuff. I just want to give everyone the best price possible. That's why I do it that way. And I tried that. I tried working with a store before. So when I first started, I tried that, and I had we were I basically took my profit and split it with him. So we both weren't making much per light. We were both making like $50, $75 per light for my bigger lights, and which wasn't that much. But the main thing that so down the road, it just made it difficult to do. Like I was like, I'm only working with one. This was just one store, but they had a lot of questions and stuff like that. So I had to keep asking questions for his customers because he didn't know the answers, I guess, yet, because he didn't want to study about the lights and be able to answer the questions himself. So it just made it more difficult for me. And then like I'd get an email from him about his customer, then I have to answer that email, and then sometimes I take a couple days to get to my email sometimes, and it just caused a lot of headaches. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And that was just one store. I'm like, imagine if I had 10, 20 stores, that would just be way too much of a headache. And I'm not in this to feel overwhelmed with stuff I have to do. So I don't know if you answered, but how high do you run ppm and late flower on autos? So with Psycho Platinum, I go 1.2 EC. What does that see here? Let me see what that equals in ppms. So basically, every ppm meter is an EC meter. So you just do the 1.2 times 500, and it's 600. So that's 600 ppm. But I water every day to runoff, so keep that in mind. I'm watering every single day and getting new nutrients. And also, Psychoplatinum is a really, really good nutrient. If I was using something like General Hydroponics, I would have to go higher. I'd probably have to go like 800 ppm. So if you're not using Psychoplatinum, because they use medical grade, really chelated atoms. If you're not using something like that, then I recommend doing like 800 ppm. Hey, cool, Red. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can do that, Stone. I don't mind that. Yeah, shoot me the well, instead of the PPFD, because they already told me what the PPFD was. That number is sometimes misleading because of the way those spheres work and stuff. If you have a lux meter or a par meter, doing the 17 points of measurement, so you do one in the center, and then you do 4 at 1 foot away at a cross, then you do 4 at an X, and then you do 4 again at a T at 2 feet away, and then 2. So basically, it's like 2 like that, and then at X and like that. You get 17 points of measurement that way. If you do that, you'll get an average, and add all that together and divide by 17. You'll get an average par, and mainly you want to see what the edge numbers are. At the corners. That's the most important. No, don't run hotter temps. Yeah, it has infrared. Every light has some infrared in it. As long as if there's a warm white light in there or any red lights at all, that has some infrared in it. So there's going to be some regardless, unless it's all cool light. But yeah, then the temperatures you always want to keep the same though. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, 500 ppm. Once they start really flowering, I would bump that up to 600 ppm. I have the 4x4 17 points measurement chart for 6 to 24 inches per ring. Okay, cool. Yeah, shoot that data over to me and I'll let you know. All right, cool guys. So that's it for today's stream. Thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate it. We got to. Oh yeah, well, hold on. We got to do my my outro. So this is what I decided to do for the outro. When the stream is ending, let's see here. Give me just a second. Here we go. This is my outro right here.
And you must stand united on this. Stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth. Morphine and heroin. And more vicious, more deadly, even than these soul-destroying drugs, is the menace of marijuana.
Trying to say hello to him. I don't go around with him.
Well, you better not. He's a little too old for it. That's what my dad said.
Oh, well, what I burned up about it is just didn't say Bill had a swell girl. May I?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
She killed herself because she's smoking weed. She jumped out the window.
Shut up, shut up!
But he might have been insane when he did it.
No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe. A reefer smoker. The next tragedy may be that of your daughter, or your son, or yours.
Oh man, she jumped out the window because she smoked weed.
Bring me some reefers.
That is funny. And then that man axed his family to death because he smoked too much weed. And what's crazy is that movie used to be that's the trailer for it, but the actual movie, if you ever get a chance to watch Reefer Madness, it's pretty funny. The whole thing's on YouTube now for free. You can watch it. But they used to distribute Reefer Madness as a real thing. Like, it wasn't a joke. They would actually send that around, and people believed that shit. And there are still people today that reference that movie, and that's their knowledge of marijuana, why marijuana is so dangerous, supposedly. So it's kind of stupid. But anyway, pretty funny stuff. I can't believe that used to be real. It's pretty funny. And then as my final outro, I think, hold on, let me see. I think this one does it. Oh no, that's not it. You know, I need to actually rip the audio for this one. Yeah, I should rip the audio off this one right here.
See you next week. Same bad time, same bad station.
Alright, that's all, folks. I'll see you guys next time. If you haven't already followed, go ahead and hit the follow. If you're on a tablet or phone, I think you have to double tap it or tap it, and then it'll show the little icons. Hit the heart icon after it pops up there. And yeah, and that will let you get notified when I go live in the future. I'll see you guys next time.